So what have I learned from running my SMMA for almost a year now? First thing, this was the first part of my entrepreneurial journey, was this book here. It's a notebook. It's not a written book, don't worry. You're probably wondering, what? I've never seen that before as a book. No, I'm talking about a notebook. This book here, this has all of my notes in from when I first started my journey. So as you can see here, like outreach methods, and I was just learning basically from here how to like get better at stuff, how to appointment set, how to start up my agency, what I needed to do, making emails, sending out emails. This was back when I used to do like emails, like 20 emails a day, personalized emails. Yeah, so that was really the start of it. Before I started my SMMA, I was doing like drop shipping and all of this other stuff. Tried drop shipping for a bit. I also tried creating a fitness product, but yeah, I realised I needed a hell of a lot of money to start something like that. You need a lot of capital to start anything to do with a product. So then I started researching about business models and I found about SMMA. So what have I sort of learned from being in SMMA for a year now? By no means am I a guru in the SMMA space. I'm no Charlie Morgan or Jordan Platt. I'm certainly not someone that is well established as an agency at the moment. However, there are a few things that I feel like you can learn from me, so that if you are someone who's starting an agency or on your journey or your earliest journey to growing your agency, there's definitely some things that I could help you or teach you through this video here. So the main thing for me was compound interest. So continuously doing the same thing consecutively every single day, whatever routine it was, whatever routine works for you. I think that's the most important thing. People tell you to do this thing or do that thing. Find what works for you in your routine and stick to it. Find what outreach number works for you and stick to it. What's something that you know you can do consistently. But one thing I will say with that is it should not be comfortable. It should not be an easy number. It should be a high number that you should be consistently doing. And I've been at fault for this, in all honesty. My last video that I posted was all about the fact that I need to up my outreach. And to be honest with you, the main reason I know I need to up my outreach was because of my habit tracker. I track everything every single day and I could see my outreach just wasn't sufficient enough for an agency that wants to get to 10k a month, for example. So creating consistent routines are going to make an impact. Here's how I want you to think about it. Imagine a glass, and in this glass, we're trying to fill this glass to the top with sand. And every single day, you're going to put a pinch, just the tiniest pinch, maybe 3 or 4 grains of sand into this cup. And every day it's going to slightly fill. And when we get closer to the top of the cup, that's our 10k, for example. When we get to the top of the cup, that's 10k a month mark. And right at the bottom is just where you've started. And we're just adding little grains in. So we're doing the same thing consistently every single day. And some days we might put more grains in because we've got more sales meetings, we close more clients. Some days we might not even put a grain in because we haven't got anything from the day. All right? But that's how I want you to think about it. Just adding ever so slightly consistency, that little grain into that cup that's eventually going to fill all the way to the top and then be overflowing. And when you're overflowing, that's how you know you're doing well. That's how you know you've created the compound interest or the consistency, turning up every single day and doing things in routine consecutively. My second tip for anything to do with starting your SMMA is do not focus on the results, focus on the progress. Progress is more important than results. The reason for that is if you make progress, you will get results. If you focus on results, you will not make progress. Simple. So you need to focus on the progress that you are making in your SMMA, not the results. All right. What I mean by results is do not worry about the money that you are gaining. Focus on getting the results. Focus on making progress within your agency and getting better at everything. Whether that's appointment setting, service delivery, whatever that is, you need to focus on getting that stuff better. And finally, my third and final tip is sales. This is a huge one. I learned this out the hard way. I didn't close my first client until I had, I believe it was about 26 calls with different clients, and that's just the way it is. But I didn't give up, and you shouldn't either. Make sure that you are learning about sales. Now, a fantastic book for this is called Gap Selling. Read up about that. That's the modern way of sales. So you're closing the gap between your prospect and their needs. Okay, there's a certain way you do this. You bring out emotion in them, for example, and then once you've brought out the emotion, you make it a no-brainer for them. Essentially, you sell to them the thing that they desire the most, and then it's a no-brainer from there. You close them there. But it's never as easy as what people say it is for this stuff. So learning about sales, I would say, is a huge thing. If you've got a sales background and you go into SMMA, massive advantage. You're going to make a bigger impact. I've never had experience in sales. I've always been all right at communication with people, but sales is a different ballgame. So getting better at sales in the first place 100% will help you with your SMMA journey. That's it from me this week. Have an awesome week, guys, and remember, take action.